Hey everybody, and welcome to Leia's Lair. Here's our summary and review of Star Wars The Bad Batch, Season 1, Episode 8, Reunion. The episode opens up with Rampart, Crosshair, and the Kaminoans on Kamino discussing how they have found Clone Force 99 and want to send troops in. The Kaminoans later discuss how they need to retrieve the child clone in order to go ahead with their contingency plan. They further discuss how they have sent a bounty hunter after the child. Back on Braca, the Bad Batch and Omega are planning to scavenge some arms from the ships in order to pay back their debt to Sid. However, before they can leave, Crosshair and his troops arrive to destroy them. A chase ensues with the Bad Batch almost getting incinerated by a ship engine. They, however, manage to escape, with the engine instead badly burning Crosshair. Hunter and Omega return to the Bad Batch's ship, the Havoc Marauder, and find all the Imperial troops have been destroyed. Before they can discern how it happened, bounty hunter Cad Bane emerges from the ship. He and Hunter have a duel, with Cad Bane emerging victorious. Cad Bane then stuns Omega and takes her away. The Bad Batch returns to find Hunter alive and injured. The episode closes with the Bad Batch leaving Braca in search of Omega. Okay, so what we liked about the episode, I really liked at the beginning how the Kaminoans are back, and they have obviously been planning something that has to do with, I'm assuming, Omega. So it's nice to see a bit of plot development and a bit of, like, I don't know, I guess, like, character development on where Omega has come from and what her actual purpose is.
Yeah, I think it's sweet, though, too, because we get a bit more insight onto, you know, who's been hiring these bounty hunters. I mean, I feel like they just showed us that it is the Kaminoans that have been hiring them, right? So, I mean, for what reason and purpose, I don't know. But they also don't seem as interested in Clone Force 99. Like, they're like, yeah, we should return them, you know, unharmed if possible. But then, you know, they're sending these bounty hunters just to basically get Omega, and that's...
But, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, didn't they kind of just let Omega go with them?
Yeah, I don't... So, yeah, what the...
It's kind of weird, right? Like, it's... I feel like... I mean, I can't really remember now, but from what I remember is it's like they didn't particularly stop her from leaving.
Yeah, it's like almost like they wanted her to go so that the Empire wouldn't know about her coming back, and now they're trying to secretly get her back.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because they're talking about some contingency plan, so we don't know exactly what's going on with that, right?
True. Yeah, there's also I also like this episode because there was a ton of action. The whole episode essentially was just like a big chase scene, and like Crosshair's back. Just as evil as ever, so that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I really like that Crosshair is back. And it's kind of like we knew he was going to come back one of these episodes, and it's like mid-season, I guess, finale, if you want to say.
Yeah, I guess, hey?
So, you know he was probably going to come back, and it was sweet, yeah, the whole ship scene and everything. I kind of was like, oh, are they going to, like, capture him and take out his chip? Is this going to, you know...
That seemed like it would be the logical thing to do, considering they were already there, but we haven't seen him in a while, so I was wondering at what point we would finally see him again.
Yeah, so perfect time to throw him back in there.
And yeah, with Omega, I also like seeing that she's like no longer just like the child that follows them around. She actually pulls her weight within the group now, which is kind of cool. She's, you know, killing stormtroopers, like...
Yeah, she's also learning how to, like, disarm bombs and stuff in the beginning with Wrecker, which is funny because, you know, he kind of alludes to the fact that, you know, he blew himself up in training.
Yeah.
Is that why he has the big scar on his head? At least that's what I got from that when he was talking. So, and how cool is it to see Cad Bane return?
Oh, that was so cool. I low-key love him. He's like one of like the best characters that came out of Clone Wars, I think. Like supporting characters, I mean.
Yeah, like him and Hondo Onaka, like those guys were just like sweet in the Clone Wars. And then like just to see him back. It's like when they were talking about bounty hunters, it's
you
like
assume Fennec Shand.
I was like, okay, Fennec Shand, maybe even Boba Fett, you know, something like that. I was like, I don't know who we're gonna see, but then or even I was like, oh, maybe this is like Cal Kestis, you know, saving the day. But Cad Bane, I did not expect him to show up there.
I just like how they like come up and it's just like all the troopers just laid out and you're like, oh, what happened here? And he just like emerges, which just like goes to show how he's just as badass as ever. And you know, he has this duel with Hunter and it's like, Hunter's like an elite clone, and Cad Bane just makes a mockery of him, owns him in the duel, takes Omega, and goes on his merry way.
Yeah, well, we know Cad Bane, you know, he's pretty BA based on the fact that he goes against like Obi-Wan several times and like, you know, gives him a run for his money. So yeah, it's sweet to see Cad Bane back in action. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on with him in this series.
Mm-hmm. All right, so in terms of a rating, I'm going to give this episode an 8 out of 10. There was a lot of good action. The whole episode was essentially a chase scene with Crosshair and the Bad Batch. And I thought it was pretty cool to see Crosshair again, considering we haven't seen him in probably like at least 5 episodes. There was good plot development with the Kaminoans and sending the bounty hunters. And like, let's be honest, seeing Cad Bane was pretty cool. So yeah, 8 out of 10.
Nice. For myself, I'm going to give this one actually an 8.5 out of 10. Ooh. Yeah, so yeah, definitely it was cool to see Crosshair back in action. Tons of great action in this episode, especially with the Wrecker being super savage against all the enemies there. So that was really cool. Right. And yeah, Cad Bane returns. How can you not like this episode? You know. Yeah. And it's a new plot twist. We don't know what's going on with the Kaminoans, but we're interested to find out. So makes you want more. 8.5.
And there you have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. What did you think of this episode of The Bad Batch? Let us know down below in the comment section. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more great videos to come. We hope to see you all again in Leia's Lair.
You are not a Jedi yet.